We wish to convey our heartfelt condolences to the family and to the people of Huruma Ward, where Honorable Chomba represented, for this sudden loss of Mheshimiwa Chomba. Unfortunately, we've lost Honorable Chomba to the COVID pandemic, which has drastically now affected the arrangements that we had already put in place for the funeral. As a committee, in recognizing the role Mheshimiwa Chomba played in leadership in this county, remember he didn't just start as an MCA, he had been a councillor for 10 years in the Eldoret municipality. He was an MCA serving his term, and therefore he had offered leadership as part of the leadership of this county for almost 20 years. And our thinking as county government of Uasin Gishu, that is executive and county assembly, we had, and the family, with the committee, the family committee and the committee of the business community and the people of Huruma Ward, we had decided that we were going to honor our late MCA with a funeral for the county that we would equate to a state funeral at the national government. And our arrangements was that tomorrow we would have been viewing the body officially here at the county assembly. But as you are all aware that the COVID protocols now takes charge, and we have very little control as a committee now on what happens and what needs to be done. Ours is to comply with the protocols that have been given because of the seriousness of this matter.
We are all aware that we lost our brother, Honorable Peter Kiiru Chomba, on the morning of 10th October 2020. We wish to inform residents of Uasin Gishu and the general public that we have received the official post-mortem results that was conducted on the deceased from the family that confirmed that the cause of death was COVID-19. In lieu of this information, Uasin Gishu County Assembly has commenced testing of all honorable members and staff. Further, the County Assembly shall remain closed for 21 days, starting today, 17th October 2020, to take all measures incidental to this information. During this period, all honorable members and staff will be in self-isolation. We ask that everyone continues to follow the Ministry of Health guidelines of washing hands, sanitizing, wearing of masks correctly, and maintaining social distance.
Our appeal is to the Ministry of Health and to MTRH is to support us now in the testing process, because the protocols demand that tests are only done for those who are already exhibiting symptoms. But we want to request that because this is a person who was a leader, and the level of interactions is so much, even within government alone, you realize that within the county assembly, we have 40-something MCAs who have been canvassing matters of this county together. We definitely have to test. And you know now MCAs go to the field. I go to the field myself. We have our staff and family. So our request is that the ministry to allow us through MTRH that we test a little bit more than the usual requirement of only those exhibiting symptoms, so that we can be able to cut the spread in ensuring that those who will test positive, unfortunately, will also take stringent measures to make sure that we are not spreading. As county, we want to appeal to the public. We have lowered our guard. From the time the restrictions were removed, we have lowered our guard. If you walk around town, you will see people without masks. I've been to a few supermarkets. I no longer see people washing hands. I don't see them asking people to ensure social distance. I want to say that we have witnessed an increase. All of you saw the results of the testing yesterday. Uasin Gishu County had 72 cases. The previous day, I think a day or two back there, we had around 40-something. Now, if you look at the trend, unfortunately, it seems to be increasing. Now, we want to urge the members of the public to be vigilant. Let's go back to the protocols. Let's wear a mask. Let's wash our hands. Let's keep social distance. all business operators, please let's go back to the things that we were doing that was making us reduce the rates of infection. I also want to ask hospitals, both public and private hospitals in the county, that they also must take the protocols now seriously and make sure that any patients that exhibit symptoms, should be handled within the COVID-19 protocols so that we also curtail the spread. The effectiveness of control and reduction of infection will depend on our concerted effort. Residents, business community, everybody in this county taking responsibility, together we can be able to manage this pandemic. So I want to urge the members of the public that let's take this COVID-19 seriously. Those who are running bus, please, guidelines were issued. You know, we don't want to engage in unnecessary quarrels in things that have been written and stipulated. If the bus are supposed to close at 11, let them close at 11. Let social distance, let all those things that are required in terms of COVID protocol, in all the aspects, in all areas, it must be respected. It must be respected. Even us at the government level, at the county government level, we are now trying to make sure that also our services are responding to matters COVID. So we are also being forced to rearrange, you know, even the working environment to make sure we minimize the infection.
I'm here to confirm that we have received the report of the post-mortem that was performed on the body of the late Peter K. Chomba, MCA Huruma Ward. And as a family, we are here to confirm that the report indicates that our brother, MCA Peter Chomba, was actually COVID-19 positive. On top of that, we are saddened by that. And we are also sorry to inform the members of Uasin Gishu and the larger country that now the logistics that had been agreed in the meeting that Mr. Mandago has been chairing will definitely change. We do not have the details as of now, but that should be informed to the members of the public in due course.
Kweli tuliweza kujua ama tuliweza kujuzwa kwamba ndugu yetu Peter Chomba aliweza kutuacha kwa njia hiyo, kila mtu anayeelewa, eti aliweza kwenda kwa njia hii ya corona. Tunajua kweli hili jambo ni la kweli, na ni vizuri tujue corona iko, na ni vizuri tutii vile Mandago anavyotuambia, na tujue kweli corona iko na ni lazima tuzingatie sheria zake. Leo hii tumekuja hapa